Hello, and welcome to a SpeedGaming Live 2022 matchup here, any percent tournament between Kuru and Erimgard. This is the silver bracket. I believe this is our first round of eliminations here. And Kuru has been running around right between a 49 and a 50. Erimgard, I believe, is closer to a 53. So Kuru has a little bit of an advantage here, but it's still somewhat close. A lot. This is any percent Super Metroid. A lot can happen. Dragon alone, if that fight goes sideways, can be a minute or more easy. Especially if you run low on health in that fight. And it's close enough that Crew is not going to be able to take too many safeties. I do expect both runners both to run KPDR, and I expect them both to pick up the crate tank. That's a very good safety in KPDR. I think even at the higher levels of KPDR, it's still recommended to take the safety. And then I do expect both runners will pick up an extra missile pack as well. And Kuru will probably pick up a second one. And then beyond that, it's maybe pick up Ridley tank as well. But, there's plenty more safeties that these runners would like to take. If your goal was just, I want to 100% finish the run, there's refills. You could pick up an extra super pack before Bachun and Dragon. There's a lot of things that would be nice, but you start picking up all those extra safeties, and pretty soon your advantage is gone. So, like I said, a lot can happen. Looks like the runners are underway here in our epical series station start. And yeah, not too much to talk about here while we wait for for Ridley to show up. And then we go into the way overhyped early game. Deer Force put this timer here just so we can all fuss over these early series times. They don't matter too much. There's a lot of run after this. The only thing the runners are really going to want to do is avoid falling down in the elevator room, because if you take that first fall in the elevator room, the steam patterns tend to get you multiple times. But otherwise, all these extra early hits, they don't make any difference. They don't even take any damage. Ooh, both runners, very clean series, both with 44s to start this out. I'm sure they're both happy with that. Steam deals emotional damage. In the elevator room, that is very true. So yeah, it should be fairly close starting out, and the both runners will be running the same route, so we'll be able to compare head to head for a good majority of the race. The runners make their way into Parlor and Climb. We'll see if one or both of them have chosen to turn on Moonwalk and go for that nice moonfall down the climb room. You can even go for a moonfall here. It looks like Erimgard's going for that. Nice. And Kuru also going for the moonfall and climb. So, like seeing both runners having that turned on. If you're new to this game, you should definitely turn on Moonwalk, even if you aren't going to go for moonfalling right away. Just easier to get accustomed to the movement. It's just a little bit different. We're heading towards our first item in the game. We're running right into it. You can grab this without touching it. Neither running or doing that today, but that's fine. You kind of like do a wall jump check. Samus is actually only 10 pixels wide, less than a tile wide. Pretty much any pose, but when she's doing a wall jump check, she will kind of extend her hitbox further, and you can use that to pick up items that are a little bit further away. So kuru picking up just a slight lead here in the early game, but this really isn't that significant. Yeah, playing on the Switch is interesting. That's I didn't actually know that Erimgard played on Switch. When I very first started, I played a little bit on Switch. And it's interesting that you can kind of choose between the Joy-Cons or the buttons. I imagine the buttons would be a lot easier for wall jumping, but not anywhere else. Kuru going for the wall jump method, and Erimgard going for the ledge grab. They're very similar. It's really just a preference. Even at higher levels, it's a preference on which one of these is just more comfortable for you, faster for you. It looked like Erimgard made a little bit of time there in the climb. Yeah, that is the other problem playing on the Switch. You can use that practice hack, which is really useful for certain things. You do at least have that kind of rewind, or it's not a rewind feature. You have save states at least, but not as good as the practice hack. Both runners very respectable times here, low 5 bounce times. And our first kind of RNG in the run, aside from that early steam, will BT cooperate? Ooh, nice missile spread for Kuru. And Erimgard also getting not as good of a missile spread, unfortunately, so we'll have to farm up a little bit on missiles. Wasn't terrible. Ooh, missed a P shot somewhere, or maybe you fired one too many, one of those two. Probably just missed one at some point. On Trezo, it's kind of tricky because of the hitboxes. Or sorry, not the hitboxes, the iframes. Trezo has different iframes than just about every other enemy in the game, and it can be... You can actually shoot too fast, especially missiles, and then you don't count all the shots. So, the Kuru getting that really, like, basically a perfect missile spread where they were able to pick up 2 packs of missiles and then 2 more packs of missiles after getting both runners are full on missiles here, which is important. They will, that's running KPDR, they'll just damage right through these pirates. Health isn't as important on the route towards Crate. You want to be either full on missiles or full on health, one of the two. That way, if for whatever reason you're not full on missiles, when you kill these enemies in here, you will definitely get missiles. In this case, he has the 5 missiles he needs. He did skip by that health drop, unfortunately, but I think he'll be okay. And both runners getting that early super smock ball, and still pretty close here. Both runners in the same room. Oof. I'm going to get trolled a little bit there. It's not a problem yet. Might need to be a little bit careful in these next few rooms. We were able to get that extra farm off of the Rio. I think it's Rio. Oh, jeez. Erimgard taking another hit. That's unfortunate. Oh, but they do get a health drop at least. That'll help. Okay. Back out of the danger zone, I think. And a sub-8 charge time for Kuru. That's very nice. And sorry if I'm lagging a little bit here. I think my computer is set to do auto updates on Wednesday. Keep forgetting about that. Hopefully my voice is still coming through. But yeah, Erimgard's still not too far behind here. It's a good start. We should see both runners heading down to heading at Red Tower. And here's one of those safeties, you know, you don't usually see runners take the Sloater's refill before Kraid, but you certainly could. I mean, if your goal was, I don't want to die at all, that's a safety you could take. Kuru opting to skip it, and if he got it, it would allow Erimgard to catch right up. So it's just one of those situations where you'd like to take safeties, but it's a race. You kind of have to pick and choose which ones help the most. Another safety you could get would be picking up Spacer Beam. But Kuru opting to skip that as well. Runners will be getting plasma later in the run, so they don't need they don't strictly need Spacer. It's a learning experience. I'm pretty sure I've done that once too. Mini grade does a lot of damage. Fortunately, since mini grade almost always drops a bunch of supers, you can usually afford the super mini grade and refill back up. So like right here, Kuru, he was at 1, now he's at 5. There was a very small chance that he wouldn't have gotten back to 5, but it's such a low chance that it's generally worth it to go for that. And looks like Kuru is setting up the traditional bomb morph placement here to get in a good position. This will allow him to go for a 2+3 setup. Erimgard needs to be a little careful with health. Oh, but they got some all drops. Never mind. They're good. Nice quick kill from Kuru. Doesn't need that super drop to be left behind. Mini Crate's going to fill him back up afterwards. And a 10-2x fire time. Erimgard not going for the standardized setup. That could mean they just know the right position. That could also mean they're going for maybe a 4 charge kill here, or 4 supers. Looks like it. Oh, just a hair early on that super. Unfortunate. I think they only got 1 hit in. And Kraid will just sit here. Oh, Kraid being a troll. Kraid will sit here and just however long he wants until he opens his mouth the first time. Erimgard did a nice job waiting it out, got 2 supers in, and then finished off with the missiles. That was a pretty good recovery. That fight can go pretty bad too, to be honest, if you blow all your supers early, because those claws have a very low chance of dropping supers, is my understanding. That is the trade-off with those 2 methods. If you go for the 2+3 method, the super is a lot easier to time, but the 2 missiles are hard. Or a little hard. You get used to it. With the charge method, the claw is not a problem and the lag is not a problem. But you gotta time that first super. That's trade-off. Neither, I mean, 2+3 is a hair faster, but not really significant. It really does come down to preference for that as well. And Kuru had already gotten the crate tank. Now Erimgard gets it. This is, again, really good pickup for KPR. We'll see if Kuru opts to go up. Pick up another missile pack here. And they do. I like this too. 25-10 in a race situation means that you can be up to 3 super short and not even need to refill missiles, which is just really nice because, you know, every once in a while, yeah, Metroids don't play nice. Oh, interesting. Kuru, I don't know if I've seen that strat. It's kind of interesting, like rolling out of the first. Looked like he probably wanted to do different with that, something different with that shot or that enemy, but didn't quite work out. That was a nice cathedral, though. Didn't quite get that mock ball, but it's not important to get that mock ball. You get hit almost immediately anyway. Erimgard also going for that extra missile pack. I like it. Oof. Get a little bit trolled there by that waiver. And now King Kak. Oof! Saves it. Oof. Meanwhile, Erimgard making his way through these rooms here. That was a fine room too. You can kind of see the difference there. It looks like Kuru has kind of implemented some more of the movement strats for these particular rooms, and it's only a few seconds here, a few seconds there, but that's where you see the difference, the gap growing. Kuru getting a little bit of time about this section. Although Erimgard having a much better bubble mountain, so that's going to help. Yeah, thanks, Tess, for those times. And any one of those super pickups helps a lot if things go wrong. If things go right, you don't really need the extra supers. But if things go wrong, either Batuan or Dragon, those extra supers can be really handy. I don't think we'll see either runner pick up an extra super pack, but it is a possibility. Erimgard was really hoping for another super there. I think they'll be okay, though. I'm not the most familiar with the farming needs for KPDR, but I know you got this CAC here, and there are other CACs up by the Alpha Bees, kind of in that section on the way up to Wreck Ship, that you can farm for supers if you need it. You can even farm those CACs twice if you were really desperate. So I think both runners are in decent shape here. Erimgard choosing to missile the store to save another super. Alright. Kuru having excellent health. Could definitely consider going for Alpha Spark here. That's another reason to get that Grey Tank. At the very top level, you can do it all, but anything short of that, it's either risky or it's just so easy to take an extra hit somewhere, and then this isn't worth it anymore. The extra health that you burn. With 3 tanks, Kuru should be fine. Very nice. A little extra delay to make sure the door is open, or for firing up the spark. Well done. Ooh. Does recover that nicely. Keeps it from being just a 2-second mistake instead of a 4 or 5-second mistake. So that's... Oh my goodness. Gets the wave shot through? That's not easy to do. That is a lot easier to do in BRKD. And even you'd think high jump would make that room easier. In some ways, it makes it harder. The only part that's easier is getting up high enough for the hero shot. Everything else, I think, is harder with high jump as far as dodging those enemies. Oh, Erimgard taking a hit there. I don't know if they had the spark charged anyway, but once they took that hit, it's better to abandon it anyway. By the way, if your spark ever goes really poorly with Alpha Spark, like if you ever spark up accidentally or you get grabbed by the Apinois, make sure you don't let go of the controller. There is a chance of crash if you get grabbed by Apinois and Shine Spark and let go of the controller, so just don't be lazy. Erimgard also get that? Oh, I was so close. I thought he had it. Oh, nice recovery. Those red tower rooms are deceptive. You'll see some runners, even at the sub 50 level, picking up early ice just because they don't want to deal with that room, because it can be such a pain and it can go wrong. Kuru setting up for the spark here. Just deciding no ocean flight today. We'll do the 2 spark method. It's not that much more. It saves some energy. It's way faster than falling into the moat. Erimgard really wanted that D-boost, but did finally get it. And did avoid falling in the wild wound, so that's good. And Kuru making their way to Fantian. Erimgard's still not too far behind here. He'll be setting up for his spark over the moat very shortly. These runners laying this power bomb here to make sure that door is open so that when they come back down, that's one less thing they have to do. That is the fastest. Ooh, are they gonna make it? Okay, I was worried that Erimgard's spark was gonna run out there. That was really close to just not, losing the spark, and that would have been pretty bad because you just fall right in the road. They did get it, so much better to miss the ocean fly and get the spark off than it is. So that's totally fine. I did skip that missile pack. I don't know if that was intentional or not. They did, but they picked up the extra one earlier, so they are fine. They even have more than enough. They already have 20. Looks like Kuru missed an X Factor there, so it's gonna have to settle for a 3-round. With the extra health for Crate Tank, plus you got Varia Suit, really not in any danger of getting killed by Pantheon. The only risk would be if you get the Sunrise Surprise, if you're standing in front of Pantheon when the flames open. Just don't do that, you'll be okay. Looks like a fast for Erimgard. He's going for the X Factor, nails it. Very nice. A double fast, finishes it off. Wow. Erimgard made up a lot of time on that Pantoon. A very nice fast for Erimgard. Gotta be feeling good after that. And decent resources for both runners as well. Although Erimgard only one power bomb. Again, I don't know how important that is in KPDR. In Fantasy first, I always like having a lot of power bombs here. But these runners have wave beams, so they're able to mow through. I mean, I would have already been using a power bomb. They have wave beam, they don't use power bomb. Oh, Kuru nearly had to back up that spark, but no panic. They got it. Nicely done. See if Erimgard does the same thing. Oh, don't get too nailed by these guys. Oh, nice. Takes them both out with a single super. That was good. Gets the health back. Looks like Erimgard going to be going for a very similar strat that Kuru just showed off. Gets the spark. Takes out all the enemies. And I think this health is just good enough. Unfortunately, Erimgard doesn't have any power bombs, so a really safe pancakes room strat is just power bomb and kill every enemy. One power bomb, and you can farm 2. He won't have that option here, but is being patient with his pancakes. Those pancakes do 40 damage. They are worth avoiding. But 2 full tanks of health here, no problems. Could almost just afford to just... Yeah, he's jumping, but he could actually afford to walk over here. Or not walk, but he could just run without jumping and he'd be fine. That energy. So just one bowling apart still. Good race. Oh, nice. I like seeing that room. Here, hop over the moat. We were picking up a couple power bombs. That's probably what he was looking for. I imagine we'll see Erimgard doing something similar. Alright, will Erimgard pick up this missile pack? Nope. Totally fine. Yeah, I like having the 25, but going for 20 is a reasonable player. It's one power bomb. He might choose to farm another one on the way down. Kuru skipping that Slota's refill. With this energy, probably fine. 180. Now, the runners do need to be able to spark up towards Batoon, and you don't want to take too many hits from Batoon. You really don't want to be health bombed by Batoon, or even worse. But probably fine. Erimgard trying to farm. Fortunately, these spikes do like nothing now that he has gravity. Kuru unable to get that jump. A very tight jump through that door. Backs it up nicely. It's a good room there. And Kuru will be the first to get to Batoon. He's got power bombs equipped. He's got charge wave equipped. Likely going to see an X Factor here. He called X Factor is such a nice strat. The intro. And a nice friendly Batoon pattern. Looks like he only took one hit as well, so that's good. I didn't see how many supers Batoon dropped. Looks like he dropped at least one. Oh yeah, I guess energy wasn't important. He's going to get Batoon tank anyway. Only important is to survive the fight. And not get health bombs, so you get at least some drops. Kuru are going to be, I believe, going for that full happy, or maybe just regular happy. We'll see. Oh, it's pretty tough to get all those wall jumps in time. It's significantly more difficult than the hero shot. Trying to compare those two strats, there's no comparison. Looks like Erimgard abandoned the X Factor setup, which, if he thought there was something off about it, probably a good move. Fortunately, he's starting to get a little bit low on health. Really needs to be careful here. He does not want to take one more hit. Oh, 31, he's still okay. I guess he could take one more hit. Oh, I lied. Fortunately, there's really no way to speed this part of the fight up. Fortunately, he is going to get drops. And he's at no risk of dying anymore. Word, I guess. Decent opener for Kuru. I don't think a lot of those particles hit, but he does at least get the spark. Nice second spark. Oh, finishes it off. Good 2-round. Erimgard gets through Batoon and gets that E-Tank. No supers for Erimgard? He didn't get health bomb, did he? Just got scammed? I think that's just typical scam. Oh, at least did pick up one. Oh, two? Wow, we got 2 drops out here. And going for that fancy farm. I've seen Beef Robber do that before as well. Just wants to farm up a little bit more. You normally have more than... Well, of course, he was probably expecting to have 0 supers. Going for the half, he didn't quite get it, but also didn't fall all the way back down the room. Really not a bad result. Like Kuru going for that like jump across the room. Shouldn't have said anything. Still not bad. And once runners get here, they can farm all the supers they want, where Kuru is. And Erimgard setting up for his Dragon fight. And in decent shape. We'll see if you choose to go for X Factor or not. It's definitely not required. The X Factor for Botch Wound helps quite a bit. The one for Dragon is kind of sort of helpful. Unless you're like really... It's a lot harder to set it up. That's the main thing. Ooh, that's... Okay, he didn't get grabbed. But I don't know if that was a very good spark. You can see the color on Dragon is not... Dragon's not very red there. I don't think that spark did a whole lot. Now it's starting to have a little bit of color on her. That's another questionable. I think the sparks are just too early. They're not doing enough damage. And now you're in that danger zone where you almost don't want to spark. Be careful. It was actually almost good flying over the head, trying to not do too much damage. Oh my gosh. That was really sketch. I'm honestly surprised there wasn't a chain damage death there. That was really close. If you really want to avoid chain damage, and if you're not going to care about the blue suit, you should probably try to do that. Try to have a little bit of momentum on your boost. So if you jump up in the air and then turn around, that's going to cancel all of your forward momentum. And then you have a chance for the blue suit, which means you also have a chance for chain damage. If you run around on the ground first, then run and jump, and you don't change direction in the air, you will have a little bit of momentum. You can't get a blue suit. You cannot get chain damage. So that'd be my advice if you're worried about the chain damage. It would have been tough to do in that situation Erim was in, though, as far as being they were kind of I don't know. It would have been that easy to do that, but that was a little scary. But all right, we're through. Now Kuru's got plasma. Runners need to pick up Ice Beam. Makes sense to get it on the way. It's also going to be good for damage output on Ridley. Man, Kuru's health is excellent. It doesn't even need the safety refill. We'll see which route Kuru chooses to take. Looks like it's going to be Southern Route. If you're going Northern Route, you got to do that ice escape mockball. Although you can technically do it without ice, but normally you're going to see runners go for ice because it is faster. Kuru just taking all the enemies here. He's got so much health. Yeah, if I ran KPDR, I would run the Northern Route for sure. I don't really see the appeal in Northern Route. That's just me. Some runners swear by Northern Route, and they are extremely similar at times if you do them right. Nice move fall from air. And Kuru entering lower North Air. And with the full beam combo, this is not nearly as scary as it is with Fancy Burst. But you know, it is Super Metroid. Things, you know, it's can't fall asleep either. Here I'm working through that really nicely. It's good, get some good speed on these jumps. Kuru setting up for this fast pillars. I could go for Spark or Blue. Looks like they might have been going for Blue, but didn't quite get Blue. You can just jump through these pillars with Space Jump if you get the Blue. If you get enough speed for Blue. That still requires your short charge to be somewhat decent. Ridley is overrated in KPDR. It's true. tell Aram heading for his ice beam, and then he'll be making his way to lower upper as well. We're going to try to kill a couple of these pirates. That reduces the lag, and you get some drops as well. Choosing to save power bombs. Oh, they kind of have to. They, that's right, because they went through, they didn't get the past pillars, so they needed the conserve power bombs here. Well, I'm surprised Kuru did not go for the charge strat. You can do that kind of charge strat and do a bomb spread, basically lay two bombs at once. Alright, we'll see what strat Kuru chooses to go through these pirates. Got a lot of options. Looks like the fast. Oh, not quite. It's really nice when you pull it off, but it is a little tricky. Oh, this pirate's being mean. Alright, but no problem. And still saves on supers, so main mission accomplished. Is Aram going up around here? I missed it. Did he get? He must have gotten the ice escape. I apologize. I completely missed it. That's not an easy trick, that ice escape. And a reasonable decision. I mean, his health is not too bad either. I don't think he would have wanted to health refill with 3+ tanks as well. Meanwhile, Ridley is already in red phase here. It's just 20 shots. It's too fast. Ooh, that was a nice jump to the claws there in that fight early. Not get potentially trolled. Erimgard not bothering with the fast pillars, just go straight in the room. Which is a little, I mean, it's faster than missing it, for sure. And Kuru does choose to take that 5th energy tank. Might be watching the stream, might just feel like, you know, even might have taken it anyway. It is nice safety. It doesn't take much to go wrong. I mean, Turian is not a given, so that extra tank is going to be helpful for Turian. A little bit helpful here, although I think his health was good enough. He would have been fine anyway. Ooh, nice ball over there for Aram. Oh, interesting. Going to the left and then wall jumping over. That's probably almost as fast, to be honest. It didn't fall all the way down. We're going for the speedball and gets it. Not an easy trick. And does this ball up here? Maybe going for the Key Hunter manip? I don't know if that's it or not. That's a little bit different than what I'm used to. It might be the one he goes for, though. You know, everybody does this a little differently. Let's see. Nope, that's the exact opposite of what we want right there. Maybe next time. Erimgard also through, did not need to get power bombs, a shame. Not be seeing that in this race. And 4 tanks to this Musketeers, it's almost not even fair. Aram choosing to take these pirates out one at a time. It's a little bit slower, but that was a nice aim down shot. I think he got 2 hits on in one shot. Not even that much slower, really, and it was definitely faster than what happened to Kuru. Went for that faster strat, but messed it up and spent quite a bit of time on that pirate. We were doing the nice bombs here. Kind of got caught up a little bit, but that might still be faster than Lane Power Bomb. Lane Power Bomb there is really slow, really laggy. And Erimgard starting his friendly fight. having a little bit of trouble with the charge shots, but not really taking much damage, so that shouldn't stand anything, but still, he's gonna be fine. Nothing to worry about. I still think he's gonna be fine. I think Ridley's already red here. It can be kind of tough, and I struggle with this too, knowing when Ridley is swooping or when Ridley is doing the pogoing. I think Ridley is almost dead at this point. That looks like a death grab there. Oh yeah, definitely. With this health, we might see Arim pick up the Ridley tank. Doesn't have to. Did get a lot of health drops though, so I think this is a reasonable decision to continue on with all those health drops. That was a lot of health. 160, I think. It's quite a bit. And got even a little bit more there from those enemies. And Kuru is almost back to the ship, and we'll be heading to Turian shortly. Here, I'm not going to bother with that speedball. It's pretty tricky. It's, I don't know, it's flashy. It saves time, but not that much time, to be honest. We are going to have to watch Erimgard a little bit closely here. This is not a free escape. Unless Arim chooses to take Fireplace Tank, which might be the plan all along. Okay, I think Arim should take Fireplace Tank now. Please take Fireplace. Maybe get a power bomb while you're there. Oh, you know what though? Actually, I'm mistaken. I'm thinking about Fancy First again. Arim can just kill the Musketeers. So he does not have to take the Fireplace. I'm sorry about that. Just do kill the fire. Just do kill the Musketeers. You'll be fine. The ones in the other room are a lot more annoying to kill. I'm pretty sure you can kill them, but they're not set up well for it. Okay, Erimgard's going to want to be a little bit careful as I go for this. Oh, handling just fine. Never mind, they can just do that. That's good. Here, I'm also going for this bomb strat, also having a little bit of getting stuck on these pillars. It is a pretty annoying room. Still probably save time overlaying a power bomb. Meanwhile, Kuru has entered Turian. 25 and 6. That should be pretty good. I don't know if that's like great for KPDR. It's a lot better than Pantene First, that's for sure. So no problem. We'll see if Kuru decides to group any of these Metroids. Looks like he is going for grouping here. Which might be a good strategy anyway. Definitely makes sense in this race situation. You want to make absolutely sure you get requisite ammo already at full 10. Yep, you can afford to speed through this section. That was decent. And it's almost easier to just group these last Metroids anyway. You'll see the Honda runners at the top level not do it, but that group is really easy. And Kuru will be attempting this baby skip. They're not damaging down. Oh, it looks like we got a big raid here while I wasn't watching the chat here. Thank you for the raid. That is just a lot of people tuned in. Not sure which. Oh, good. Oh! Ooh. Ooh, that was unfortunate for Kuru. Kuru needed one more jump rope there. They went for it too early. They didn't quite get up to the seaweed to make the jump. One more jump rope and then go for that would have been fine. It was close. And Erimgard making his way to Turian. Really, the difference in this race has been just a little bit of movement. Kuru's been gaining time on movement throughout the race, and then just the bosses. Erimgard actually saved a bunch of time at Bantoon, but lost a bunch of time at Botmoon, and a little bit of time at Dragon and Ridley as well. Nice step skip from Kuru. They've got all the ammo they need and more. And didn't waste a single missile. Erimgard making it to G4. I think he's about 4 or 5 minutes behind, I would say. So it's really just Mother Brain 2 here. 20 shots is all it takes. And Kuru just needs to watch for the catch-up. That's really the only danger. Ketchup has been known to double or triple hit. You would not want to just stand there and take one in the face for fun. And looks like he's got the 20 shots in, just needs to damage down a bit. Ooh. That might have been intentional. It just looked scary. You do want to damage down there. It's not just to save time. It is remotely possible for the brain to kill you. If you like, so for example, let's say that Kuru, he's up with this later, Erimgard, getting a little bit low on health. Looks like they got the job done and they got back to it. Okay. We left a little bit of health behind. As long as Erimgard doesn't use any missiles, they're going to get plenty of health. Yeah, look, they're already almost full. It's not going to help Aram's chances of winning, but obviously we would love to see both runners finish the race today. Yeah. Ooh. Still fine. Oof, okay. That was unusual. Those Metroids look pretty close together. I'm surprised he only killed 2 out of the 3 of them. Did take a double hit there, but he's got plenty of health still, so he could afford to, if he wants to, he could just damage down. Looks like he's going for that damage down. Totally reasonable. It is faster to do baby skip than to do failed baby skip by a good 5 to 10 seconds maybe. Significantly faster. Oh, but didn't get the turnaround. Gave up 40 frames. Meanwhile, Kuru finishing up for the Brain 3 here. I was saying earlier, Kuru could have stopped at 405 damage. Like, well, I don't want to risk taking too much damage. I'll just stop at 405, and then Mother Brain would have dropped him down to 105. It's actually possible for Mother Brain to then proceed to kill him at 105. I believe it. You lay like a couple meatballs and some onion rings. It's like some combination where Mother Brain will deal over 100 damage in one round, you know, and like all at once. And yeah, it'd be a rough way to go. So you definitely want to damage down to the appropriate amount. I'm having a little bit of trouble with this baby skip. Or sub skip, sorry. And yeah, they're just gonna reset the room. I think that's a good call. Ooh, Kuro's on a decent pace here. This could be a sub 50. Close. Things to watch time here. Come on, Kuru. Come on. It's gonna be close. Steam doesn't want him to have it. And Kuru finishes with an official time of 49:59. Got the dot done in time. GG. Oh, this is not good for Erimgard. His health is almost gone. I don't think. And Erimgard could absolutely go back to the refill station. They are not soft blocked by any means, but we'll see what he chooses to do. I really, this is not good. I'm concerned that he doesn't realize his health is low, or maybe he's just like, screw it, I'm gonna get the sub skip, haha, and then I'm gonna forfeit. That could be. I could see myself doing something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to hear what Aram's thoughts are if he realizes the health situation. But thankfully, it wouldn't have affected the outcome of the race. And we'll see. I think we have a little bit of time for interviews, so we'll see if anyone wants to join in. We are going to be having another race pretty soon here, but I think we've got a few minutes for interviews. And it looks like we were able to get Kuru in. Sorry for the delay. I think I was supposed to mark somebody as a winner, and you have to mark it as winner and forfeit to get the interview system to work.
Interesting. So how was the? What do you think of the race?
That was good. Looks like we got Erimgard in here as well.
Yep.
GG's
You guys
both
all right?
winners. It was actually a pretty good race. It's just, especially after Fantoon. Aaron, what were your thoughts after that Fantoon?
I was really, really happy to get the fast 2-round X Factor, but one X Factor and then missiles. But I wasn't actually watching the race, so I didn't realize we were still pretty close up to that point. But that's good to hear. But yeah, GG's to Kuru. It was a very fun race.
Thanks, GG2 as well.
Yeah, Kuru was steadily gaining time, a little bit, a couple seconds here and there on faster rooms. But yeah, it was only a couple rooms apart, I think, after that Fantoon.
Oh, cool.
Kuru had a little bit of struggles on the Fantoon fight, but after that, it was smooth sailing and pulling out the sub 50. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've been somewhat consistent with that. On occasion, I do pretty badly, but usually I can get a 49.
Well, yeah, getting anywhere close to your PB in a race is always really impressive. So.
Yeah, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's a good time.
But yeah, thank you so much for doing commentary and everything. I'm eager to watch this back and listen to all your thoughts and see how Kuru did and everything. So.
Yeah, since we only got a couple more minutes, did either of you have any other thoughts you wanted to share?
Just thanks to Erimgard for the race, thanks to Idle Child for comms, and everyone else for helping with the restream, and hope all the other matches. I know today is super busy. There's like 7+ matches scheduled for today. I hope everyone's having fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got another one right up on the stream. Aaron, I wanted to ask, did you realize the health situation after that Zeb skip, or was that just I'm going to get this Zeb skip no matter what?
Yeah, I knew I was dead. I just wanted to finish out the fight, get the 20 shots in on Mother Brain, and then I had my finger hovering over the forfeit button as soon as the Rainbow Beam was going to hit. So, yeah, I don't normally struggle with Zeb skip. It's normally pretty automatic, so I'm not used to having to pull out backup strats for Zeb skip on the fly. So that was just kind of everything went to crap all at once moment. So,
Aaron, did you get 4 tanks or 5 tanks?
I did 4 tanks.
Yeah, I've been getting 5 tanks in these races just because things like that happen.
Yeah, I did 5 in my previous race, but for this one, I assumed it would probably be my last in this tourney, so I just decided to, go for it.
All right. Well, thanks for the race. It was entertaining, and I think we're going to give way here for the next group.
All right, thanks.
Yep, thanks a lot.